Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day. Has had a good day so far. When it comes to today's slate, there's only, I believe, 3-4 games really to bet on. So it's a small slate. But after the last couple of videos, I want to get a little run of form going. We're going to get the Tuesday and Wednesday slate, which is Champions League, which is always two big slates. And those are usually where I tend to do a lot better. So I want to get a little good run of form going before we get into those slates. So I have these plays, and then if I have any other plays, as always, they will be in the pinned comment. Could be later tonight, could be tomorrow morning. Might not have any, but if I do have any other plays, that's where they'll be. But I'll just get straight into the plays. And the first one is Robert Sanchez to go higher than 2 saves, playing at home for Chelsea, going up against Wolverhampton. He's had 2+ in 8 out of his last 10 games, and 2+ in 8 out of 10 that he's played at home. So pretty good hit rate, 80% of the games last 10 and at home that he gets at least 2 saves. While Wolves do give up the 6 least saves to opponents at 2.8, they average 4.5 shots on target away. So they seem to be a clinical side, but they have been struggling a lot lately in the last couple of games, and I'm not sure what it is. Could just be a bad run of form. Cunha's been in and out of the lineup due to illness and injury, so that could be a major part of it as well. If you look at the games that Wolves has played, the opposing keepers has had 2+ in 4 out of the last 5 games. The recent game away to Newcastle, they had 7, 3 against Bristol, 5 to Forest, 1 to Tottenham, and they scored 2 in those games. So the Tottenham keeper could have easily got at least that on 1 more save, and then 2 against Man U. So like I mentioned before, Cunha is likely to be out, and if he does play, I don't see him starting. I see him coming off the bench, so that's good and bad because they will struggle to score, but they still will find opportunities, just like they have in these games without him anyways. And if Cunha comes off the bench, he's just an extra attacking force that can help him take those shots on target. So with or without him, Wolverhampton will find those opportunities, and I think it's a good mark, especially because Wolves, doesn't matter who they're playing against, they will always take a lot of shots, and not a long shots as well. And they take those long shots, especially against Chelsea, who do allow a decent amount of shots. Should be easy saves for Robert Sanchez. And I think at 2.0 is an easy mark to take. When they played earlier this season, he had 2. I see him easily getting 2 here at least. So I like Robert Sanchez to go higher than 2 saves. And the second play that I found that I like is John Butez to go under 3 saves, playing at home for Como, going up against Udinese. He has only played 2 games for Como because he is their new signing. He's had 3 saves and 4 saves. That was against Lazio and Milan. But it's really 2 bad first games, at least for a prop like this, because Lazio allowed the 8th most saves, while Milan allowed the most saves to opposing keepers. So 2 really bad matchups for him when it comes to that department. But now it's the complete opposite. They play Udinese, who allowed the 3rd least saves at 2.2. And even if he gets those 2, even if you round up that 2.2 to 3, he still doesn't go over this mark. I just don't see him getting 4. Como only allowed 9.9 shots at home as it is. They're a pretty good defensive side. They don't allow a lot of shots to opponents, which is what I like. And even before, if you look at the games before Butez, if you look at all the home games that Como has played and their keeper, how many saves they've gotten, they've had 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, and 2. This prop has only pushed 1 of the times, but in every single home game, this prop has yet to hit. No game in which a Como keeper has had 4 saves. And against Udinese, who's a really bad attacking team, I do not see them getting 4 saves here at all. Besides, Como play possession of the ball while Udinese doesn't, so that just means more opportunities for Como to hold the ball and less opportunity for Udinese to go up there and attack. And Udinese on average score 1.2 goals from 3.4 shots on target, so the 35% conversion rate, which is decent, above average. So even if they somehow manage to get 4 shots on target, I don't even know if they can even get those 4. But even if they do, I easily see one of them going in because Como, like I said, don't allow a lot of shots, but they still seem to at least concede some on average about a goal a game. So even if Udinese managed to get those shots on target, I don't see Butez saving every single one of them. One likely goes in. I think at 3.0 is a good mark to take at home. So like John Butez to go under 3 saves. Before I get into the money line, as always, just quickly, if you guys could like the video, comment as well. It just helps boost the channel to more people. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you're interested in getting the videos out early, I do have the membership for those that are interested in that. for those that again want to support the channel and get the videos out early. If you're not a member, those that are already got these plays out before everybody else. And then any pictures that you see on the screen are from a data called Outlier. Link for that in the description. Same with all my player props, moneyline apps, all that linked in the description. So I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. But despite today's video, we still managed to hit day 1 of the ladder challenge. So we're on to day 2, and that's the play that I have here. You can currently get this at minus 215. And the first play on it is Como to just go over 0.5 goals against Udinese, which just means they need to score 1 goal. They've scored 13 goals in 9 home games. In those 9 home games, they've scored at least 1, and 8 out of those 9, with the only miss in which they weren't able to score was against Fiorentina, and that was due to a 4-save performance from David De Gea, in which Como were expected to score 1.01 goals. So they should have scored that game, but due to that good performance, he didn't go over. But I do not see this happening with the Udinese keeper, and I'll explain why later on. And even if you look at the home games in which they have scored against tough defenses such as Bologna, Lazio, Roma, AC Milan. So if they can score against them, they can easily score against Udinese. They always find a way to score. While Udinese, on the other hand, have conceded 15 goals in 10 away games, so over a goal a game, and they've conceded in 9 out of their 10 away games. So 90% hit rate when it comes to them playing away, which is good. And if you look at some of the injuries that they are missing Okoye, which is their main keeper. They're missing Giannetti, a good center back for them, and they're missing Ezizube, who's a right mid / right back for them, who's an aggressive player as well. So 3 of their their 4 injuries are all on defense. So that's just better for us. Just because, like I mentioned, we just need Como to score a goal, and with Udinese not fully healthy in the defense, and they already concede as much as they do, it's just good for us. And in the first game, Udinese won 1-0, and Como weren't able to score. But in that game was due to a man-of-the-match performance, 4 saves from Okoye. But now Okoye is not there, so they do not have their main keeper that was able to save him in that first game. So he's out. So now Como should also, like I mentioned, be able to take advantage of that. And they have a good record when it comes to them playing at home, because besides they have a lot of good players. They have they have Paz, who's a hidden gem for Como, 20-year-old Argentinian. He's their best player by far, in my opinion. They have him. They have Strefasa, who brings good experience and is a good playmaker for them as well. And they have Cutrone up top, who's their top scorer this season. So they have a fully healthy attack. I don't see him not finding a way to score, so I like this prop. I like Como to go higher than 0.5 goals against Udinese. And the second play to complete this ladder challenge is higher than 6.5 corners in the Villarreal and Mallorca game. They already played once this season. This prop went over with 13, 7 from Mallorca and 6 from Villarreal. That just shows that both teams will be able to get those corners. It's not like we're heavily reliant on one team to get those corners. So that's one reason why I like this play. And both play styles kind of counteract each other. And they both result in corners. Mallorca cross the ball a lot, which obviously means Villarreal players have to clear the ball out to avoid that danger, which means more crosses from Mallorca. And whenever they take the lead, they defend a lot. They defend hard. So if Mallorca somehow manages to take the lead, they will be defending, blocking those shots. And the reason why I mentioned that as well is because Villarreal in general just take a lot of shots. On average, they take 15 shots, and they average around 5 corners at home. So like I mentioned, whether it's tied or whether Mallorca somehow takes the lead, Villarreal will be taking those shots, and Mallorca will be blocking those shots, which results in corners. Like I mentioned again, Mallorca cross the ball a lot, which will mean Villarreal clears them, which means corners from Mallorca. So both teams will find a way to get those opportunities in. If Villarreal lead, that just means more crosses from Mallorca. And if Mallorca lead, that just means crosses for them and clearances from Villarreal. And if it's still tied, I can easily see a little bit from both sides. Villarreal taking shots, Mallorca taking those crosses. So I just like this prop. They've already hit once. This prop hit with 13. We just need them to get about half of those, 7. So I like this. I like higher than 6.5 corners for a Villarreal Mallorca game. So that's the play that I have for day 2 of the ladder challenge for minus 215. Thank you everybody for watching. Quickly going over last video's picks. It was a 2 and 3 day. The 2 props I hit with Rodrigo higher than 2 shots assisted. They hit pretty easily. I believe he had like 4 or 5. And like I mentioned, day 1 of the ladder challenge did hit. And the ones that missed was Marvin Dush. That one also goes along with the Werder Bremen to go higher than 1.5 goals. Literally, I'm not sure what happened. Bremen just had a bad game. It's on me. I took them, so I can't just completely blame it on them. But this whole weekend in general has just been a lot of underdogs beating these big teams, which is really a main reason why these last couple days haven't been great. But like I've mentioned before, the best we can do is try to bounce back from those. And then I did have Kulusevski under on passes, and that's another one of those games where I did not expect Everton to take the lead, and that just led to more passes for Kulusevski. He barely went over this mark. I believe he had like 40, but regardless, we still missed. It was a 2 and 3 day, not a bad day, not a great day. And I did mention in the last video, I was saving it for the end, just for those that do listen, that if I did not hit at least 60%, which I didn't. I believe that was like a 40% hit rate, that I was going to do a giveaway in this video. So all you have to do is just drop a comment here, and the next one I will randomly draw 3 people, and those 3 people will get a free month membership to the YouTube. So if you're interested in that, just go ahead and comment. And if you already are a member, just go ahead and comment as well. And if you get picked, I'll just pay for your next month's membership. So drop a comment if you're interested in that. Like I mentioned, if I do have any added plays, they will be in the pinned comment. Same with my Discord. It's not a premium, completely free, linked in the description, that those want to talk about their plays, other sports, just a good community I'm trying to build over there. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.